Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Aquarius, I pulled out a new deck here. Well, it's not new. I haven't used it in a few weeks. It is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. We are going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle deck for you, Aquarius. I have the Book of Shadows Tarot Volume 2 on the table. We're going to get started, Aquarius. All right. Are you happy, fearless, and bold? What's going on outside of you? Sweet results await. Somebody's waiting for you to be fearless and bold, I feel like. Oh, interesting. There's always enough. Be here now. Sing your song. You are never alone. You are fearless and bold. That's what you are right now. You are fearless and you are bold. You are Oh, hey, yo, whoa. You're like the honey badger, baby, right? Honey badger. And what's over here? The honeybee. And sweet results await. Well, that's kind of crazy because this is so much like the Sagittarius reading. It's kind of like there's something here that's just for you. Something that's just for you, right? Who is going to get in there and get that honey? The honey badger. Or, and Sagittarius had, right, they had the fox and the egg, which is like the fox in the hen house. They were totally equipped to get whatever this was. And you are the honey badger going after the freaking honey. I switched decks even. So this is a little bit why I've been doing collective readings. A little bit. There's one story to say, I don't know. There seems to be this energy going around of people who are kind of like coming really up into their success here. Okay. I feel like there's kind of like a couple of groups going on, and I feel like it was reflected in a collective that I did maybe a week or two ago about, a really big awakening, to kind of be aware of it, because there's going to be some people that are, going to be projecting an awful lot and going to be difficult to deal with. And then there's also been these readings coming out of like envy and manipulation. Like those are all sort of the shadow elements inside people that start to surface, and at first they don't deal with them, they project them onto others. But because I feel like a lot of you, probably that are watching me have been on this journey for a while. You're starting to reap your rewards in whatever work you've been doing on yourself and in your life. So it's like it's coming out, right? But then there's also this other side of it that has almost always come through in my readings. When things start to go really, really good for you, there's people that are like, you got to watch out for the envy. That's not what's this. I'm telling you, like, I'm getting you. It's very similar to the Sagittarius, but it's just like two different beasts. But you are also equipped in some dynamic here in some way. You are ready to go in for that sweet honey. Fearless and bold. The Three of Swords. Well, okay. Here's the thing. We all feel pain. We all feel scared. And, I can't remember what the video was, but it was a daddy talking to his little girl. She was like 3 or 4. And she said, "Daddy, I'm afraid to do it." It was something like, he knew she was going to be safe doing it. And then he said to her, he said, "Well, what do we do when we're afraid? We do it afraid." Right? Like that's, be fearless, bold, conquering your broken heart, conquering any time where your heart... The freaking spiders in this house. Freaking me out. Anyways, spiders. I was a big one in the basement. I almost died. Okay. Anytime you have had conflict between your heart and your mind here. Oh, this is 3 and 4 too. You're getting your life in order. You're doing things in the right order. Yeah. Okay. Sweet results await. The 8 of Wands. That is like, oh my God, and it's 7 to 8. Well, I said that. Maybe it's 7 to 8 somewhere where you are. And maybe it's 3 to 4 where someone else is. Right? Check this out. 3 and 4. 7 and 8. This is all lining up perfectly for you. This is lining up perfectly. There's some type of divine timing going on here with this one. You're going to be finding, as you move into this energy that I feel like you are really embracing here as the honey badger. You're not being caught up in any sort of conflicts where your heart and your mind are in disagreement. You're finding balances in those. You're learning to recognize cycles in your life. You're starting to recognize, I kind of want to say, an upturn cycle here. Something is cycling upwardly for you. You have got some sweet results here, baby. It's like the biggest, kind of feels like, you know, you show up in the field as the honey badger when there's this giant beehive, honey beehive of just like full of honey. But the moment feels really opportune. You know, I'm kind of picturing, you know, when a colony gets just so big and then it kind of like buds off and a new queen will form and then a whole huge massive amount of the colony will go off with that queen. I mean, sometimes they might completely abandon an area, but often it just kind of like splits in two. It's almost like there's something like that even where there's enough honey there, you think that there would be twice as many bees, but there isn't. And he just got full movement with this, with the 8 of Wands. It's almost like the honeybee nest is like, yo, here it is. You're the badger. What are you going to do about it? So interesting. So, okay, you got the Page of Cups, the King of Swords, and then you got the 3 of Pentacles. So now you have 2 3s and a 4. I feel like we're playing a card game. Isn't it interesting? Maybe why would I say that? There's something about that. I feel like I'm playing a card game. It's about playing your hand at the right time. Now, I kind of feel like you're actually spending some time looking in the mirror. Don't be critical of yourself. Be honest. Be honest with yourself in the mirror. Sorry. There's something about that spider. I'm going to let him out. I'm going to let him out. Okay, spider is free. I think it's an opportunity here to be really honest with yourself. And in this honesty, it's kind of with the 3 of Pentacles too, about really wanting to kind of paint the picture of how, you know, you kind of want life to be. How do you want to show up in life? It's about being fearless and bold. Just taking a bull by the horns, just running into the beehive and claiming all that honey. So, bee spirit. 8 of Pentacles. This crazy, right? You pulled out the 2 3s here to go with the 4. And then this energy over here has pulled out 2 8s to go with the 7. This crazy synchronistic. The Moon. And the Knight of Wands. So, well, because it is major arcana, so it does have a number associated with it, but it's different. It is showing up in Roman numerals as opposed to all of these. I can't remember what you call them. Oh, regular numbers. But, okay. This is something that works in the dark. Isn't that funny though? If you think about a beehive, okay, this energy is something that works in the dark, some sort of perfection that doesn't stop moving. I feel like this is a cycle that you're approaching. You're not doubting yourself. You're not doubting yourself. You're not letting anyone sway your opinion. You're taking a good hard look at yourself and you know who you are. And you're painting your life based on that story, based on that belief. And it's producing, or it's going to produce, very sweet results for you. This is energy that almost already has momentum hitting the ground. It already has momentum hitting the ground. Perfecting your own intuition. Kind of like just allowing yourself to be led to the honeypot. Three of Cups, Strength, the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Cups. This is almost like somebody, this energy looks to me like somebody who's achieved kind of almost everything they've ever wanted to, but there's something here that they're missing. What else could you achieve with this? Is this all a dream? I say that. Is this all a dream? Are we dreaming right now? That feels weird. Are we dreaming right now? Why are all these threes coming up? We have all these synchronistic numbers. I gotta stop for a second. Like, right, there's 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh, and then you get the 4 to go over here. I'm gonna line these up. All the threes are talking about something together. The tens are sitting on their own. The moon is 18, which is interesting, right? 1 and 8. And this little area is all 8s. Hermit is 9. 7, 8, 9. 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. The B is 7. You got all the 8s over here. And the 18 turns into 9, which is the Hermit. And then you go into 10. 8. This is 8 as well with the Strength card. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like you don't have, like, all of these numbers go together. They're either the same as a number that's already here, or they're following in consecutive order. Everything is like lined up. You've perfected, right? We've got the 8 of Pentacles here. There's something here that you've really perfected. Something is lined up to perfection. It's lining. Something is lining up to perfection here. If there's something in your life that you're missing, or that, I don't know. I kind of get the feeling it's more like something that you're doing in your life, or how you're working on things, or what you're building up in your life. And you're building it up in a way that works towards perfection. And then it gives you really sweet results here. It gives you the highest prize. Yeah, it gives you the highest prize with a bee spirit for the badger. Eight, 8, 8. 8, 8, 8. There's like infinity here and beyond. Right? It is infinity and beyond. I don't know. That's kind of like quoting Toy Story. So I don't know if there's something significant there. I think the most important factor in this reading is kind of like the energy that you're generating right now. It is this energy of being really true to who you are and not letting anybody tell you otherwise as to who you are and what it is that, I don't know, you're creating, because you're creating perfection here. Your numbers are lined up perfectly. This honey badger, being fearless and bold. Don't feel judged. Don't be a harsh critic of yourself. Yes. You got Judgment in reverse and the Queen of Swords. Because, okay, this is the 4 that's lining up with the honey badger, right? The 4. So, missed opportunities, not seeing things as they were in the past. Not seeing opportunities in the past. But with that Judgment in reverse, it feels like being a harsh, with the Queen of Swords too, is being a harsh critic of yourself. But if you have been, it's like move past that. Move past being a harsh critic of yourself. If other people are harshly critical of you, tell them to fuck themselves and just do your thing. Basically, right? With this King of Swords. Don't let... Because when we are something to ourselves, we reflect that to others and then they give it to us. They'll give it to us. Like if we are someone who... something that I've noticed about people are people who do not respect boundaries very well, also let other people walk all over the boundaries. It's like they have no concept of boundaries. So that's just a really simple way to look at sort of like how people reflect things. And if you come off to people like you judge yourself harshly, then they think it's okay to do that. So they will judge you harshly. So if you're spending this time looking at yourself here, and I do believe based on these cards, the way they're showing here, is that you were at one time a very harsh critic of yourself, overly critical of yourself, and no longer being that. Coming to terms between your heart and your mind, not doubting either, respecting both, depending on, what a situation tells you, how you should react, what you should do, what's your best step moving forward kind of thing. Is the minute you stop second guessing yourself and judging yourself, it's going to stop from the energy around you. I kind of feel like that might actually even be something that's already occurring for you. Why do you have the 3 of Swords here? It's like something has moved away. Like there's a moving truck going somewhere here. Maybe you moved away. Oh my God, the 4 of Cups again. It's this 4 of Cups. Something that you might have moved away from. Either an opportunity, something that you were working on in your life. You moved away from it when you possibly, it was the highest cup. It was the right direction for you. And maybe you were critical of yourself in this. But this is like not to be. Don't be. All these 3s. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, Empress. Guiding you towards being the best person you can be and looking after wonderful things. The Knight of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the World. That kind of feels like some sort of desires, a search. A search for something you desire is over. The search for something you desire is over. You already found it, and it could be something within yourself or something, outside of yourself in some way here. It's not giving me specifics in that. But what you desire, hope for, you're no longer searching for that. So So this is also about really knowing what you want. And when you know what you want, you really don't tend to hesitate, right? Okay, so over here, this sweet result, with the 8 of Wands. sweet results await with the 8 of Wands. Oh. One more time, third time lucky. Sweet results await with the 8 of Wands. Oh! The Ace of Cups, and then something landed on it face first. The Ace of Cups and the 6 of Wands. Okay, so go. Woo! There's the cup. There's the higher cup. You're on the path to your higher cup here. If you've been critical of yourself because you feel like you missed the turnoff at some point, or you didn't have the courage and the drive to go after it, you're getting that. You're getting it. You're really almost there, honestly. If not there. Okay, this Hermit energies, it sits on its own as a number 9. But because it's going consecutive here, it's adding it all together. 7, 8, and 9. And the moon with a 1 and an 8, with the 18. It's falling in with all the 8s. Infinite energy, infinite cycle, balance. Into actually the Hermit. What do you have that? Okay, the Hermit, this 9. The 2 of Pentacles. This is about finding balance here. I'm going to see how this hooks up to the moon. The moon. The 2 of Cups. There's 2 higher cups. You're one of 2 higher cups. 2 Pentacles, 2 Cups. And this is about kind of like that Holy Grail energy. Yeah, you're definitely on that Holy Grail energy. Strength. And the 8 of all the 8s. Wow, the Star, the Page of Swords. Look at you. The Star and the Page, all these 8s. So these are clarifying all the 8s. The Star, which is the 8 of Wands, the Strength card, the 8 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, this is a 6, right? And it's coming in with Beast Spirit, which is 7. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And even the Star is 17. So 1 and 7 is 8. It's crazy, actually. I haven't done a reading in a long time where I had numbers coming through like this. King of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Empress. This is definitely, okay, this is all about the 8s. And the first, that came out secondly. The Star and the Page of Swords came out first. So you could definitely be seeing, or either somebody's seeing you or you're seeing something around you that you see as your higher cup really taking off. I want to say there's probably something's being admired here. Something is being admired, and in that admiration, you may second guess what you have to bring to the table. With the King of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Empress. I feel like you found what you're looking for. Ah, what an interesting message. Okay, you may have found what you're looking. No, I really do think you have. Not may have. You found what you've been looking for. You found it in a period of your life where you were kind of leveling up in life, and you found something that I think is exactly meant for you, but you second guessed yourself about it. And you second guessed yourself about it because it may have seemed or appeared to be like kind of out of your reach in some way, but it was only out of your reach because you were still working your way up to it. You're still kind of working your way up to it, but you have to look at yourself and realize that you don't want to necessarily reach for something that's on the bottom shelf. You don't want to reach for something that's on the same shelf that you're on, especially if you're sort of somebody that's always kind of like reinventing yourself and elevating in life. Because if it's up here, that's actually kind of perfect for you. So be fearless and bold, because that's exactly how high you're supposed to reach. There you go. And you got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Things are, but I want to say things are changing in a good direction for you. There's definitely an opportunity here, a very good opportunity. I'm going to go do the extended. I'm just going to pull cards into the future and see what's going on with that with you. I'm going to pull cards to see how this energy moves forward in the future. There you go. Thank you so much, Aqua Babies. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.